Hello and welcome. This is Rotten and Clowny casting RottMA, an in-house Sirs game.
Reporting.
We have one message from Yes, our loyal messenger. Fuck.
They hate us. So loyal.
Well, we're gonna reward them anyways for sending messages. But, let's see.
I believe the reward offered was 1 pearl for a message, wasn't it?
Yep.
Since we got some pearls for a random event.
Well, yeah, we have 10 total to reward our loyal followers. So...
Putting your thumb very lightly on the scales of the game.
We have our first war. Yis attacking Nabaa.
So let's not keep the viewers in suspense. We need to see how that went and how the attack on Pangaea by the Indies went.
I'm gonna have to guess that Yis wins this, and they're just going against PD.
But yeah, not looking at those first would be horrible YouTube clickbait. Or, I guess, more accurately, engagement bait.
Yep, it was a complete slaughter. What's the experience looking like on these guys?
He has heroism, doesn't he?
Jinn blood.
How ironic.
I guess he eats those he kills.
But how much skill does she get for that, and how much magic power? I'm guessing magic power 1.
Priestling better.
Just look at her magic power. Yeah, just 1. And what about her attack skill? How much from heroism?
1 so far.
Yeah, so a tiny bit of skill and magic power. That's a really interesting heroic power.
Just gives you magic. That's interesting. I mean, that's actually kind of bad for his drain scales, but Nabaa probably has magic skills.
Yeah, just fighting for and territory, bro.
I mean, yeah, these guys can do that. They choose their fights for the stealthy.
It is funny that he gets, like, the bless, or that there is a bless that can be so detrimental to you. Like, obesity is another one that can just completely fuck you. Adept research ability, I've never seen that.
Adept research. He's getting a lot of rare ones, huh? I'm not sure that's one you want on this kind of guy, though.
It's not, but with his research, I would pull this one back just to make use of that.
22. I did not know these units had sailing, too.
Yeah, it's
quite crazy.
They just get a grab bag of shit.
Ooh. Oh no, okay, that's blood surge. I thought they were bleeding.
If she were bleeding, she wouldn't have mirror images, I don't think.
I don't think those are the best heroic traits to have. I think you want HP on these guys.
HP, strength, skill, all pretty good.
Yeah, mostly just yes. Which can be expected. I think I actually put 20 slots for this game, so more than usual for Hall of Fame.
And East does not... Like, they should have like 7 of them by now, not just 5.
Alright, so the first attack goes off. I think Megapone is willing to call off the attack. He is, importantly, when you do these early wars, like these year 1 wars, you need to expand while doing it.
Yeah, and he was not expanding even before doing them.
Well, he is expanding while doing this, thankfully. So yeah, for both sides, while this war is going on, I'd continue expansion. Nabaa, this is a very annoying situation. I think I'd immediately Diplo out of this. I'd give up the forest.
I would also do that.
I don't think giving up either of these farmlands in addition to the forest would be a tough ask.
Yeah, like, like, you have this god on Naba, you can just be like, come at me, bitch.
Right.
Because every thug Ace loses is a big deal.
Yeah. Yis's troops are a big deal. You count those numbers every time they lose anything. That goes on the tally. But yeah, Naba's perfectly capable of defending against this. They're not capable of attacking into it, so it's just a nuisance.
Yeah, Water Nations are a huge nuisance in general.
There is a ping here by Naba. Dreamwood Enchanters. Glamour Mages are tough to thug into a lot of the time.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it. It's just so unpredictable what they might do.
Right, I don't love that. Oh, and they have the sprites.
They do also have the sprites that might just knock you out.
Yeah, that's awful.
Not somewhere to send your god. I'm curious to see if we'll see the Nabayan god die here.
I mean, he was careful about this throne, which I think he could have taken. There's only like a death 5 mage on it, and Indies have max research level 5, unless a stat indicates otherwise. Like for those horrors, it says, you know, research level 9 for a lot of the horrors. I guess specifically there's a stat that says that.
There's a lot of things that actually have research level if independent, but for white mages it is fine.
Right. The fire shield I think would have gone through everything. But yeah, that's risky.
Actually, for some white mages it is 6, but for this one it's fine.
Yep. Did you know that invulnerability stacks, by the way? Like, a white mage's invulnerability will stack with a bless that has invulnerability?
That makes sense. Like,
yeah, apparently that was not the case in the Minions 5, but it was part of like a buff to Liches in the Minions 6.
Yeah, I think other sources don't stack, do they?
Trying to, like, I think Barkskin and then Hardskin stack, right?
Barkskin and Hardskin definitely do. Hardskin stacks with everything. But like, would Stygian Rain stack with the Bless? I guess it would.
I think it would, yeah. That's something that needs to be tested, though.
That is great news for Kailas Dive, so.
Yeah, it's interesting because it makes a lot of human human-sized thugs, like, more viable. So the Liches for expanding.
Let's see if Pangaya. Well, we can already see the spoiler on the screen here that the Indus didn't beat them, but let's see what it was.
It was a single lumber construct.
Pathetic.
Right.
We don't even need to see the fight.
Yep, it just got destroyed by centaurs, it looks like. The satyrs, probably javelin harpies. Yeah, exactly 10.
Yeah, a lot of friendly fire there. Bad time to be a harpy.
Alright, so Yis took this. Yis has 4 thugs here, which can just spread out and deal untold amounts of damage.
But realistically, one of them would die to Naba's god.
Right.
Which would be a shitty situation for both of them.
Yeah, because every turn this god is defending, he's not taking another prov. Which sucks ass.
Yeah, like, I think if I were Naba, I would be willing to cede that one province, but if he refused to take that, I would send my god to defend and kill one of his thugs, and then say, yeah, I'm gonna keep this going. You'll run out of thugs. Because there's no way Ys can win that fight. It just sucks for both players.
I mean, I think the goal here, I don't think Megapone is being completely unreasonable here. I think the goal here actually is for Megapone to just annoy Naba enough that he hands over some land. I think the problem is Kaloth is just going to be angry, and I don't think he's going to Diplo his way out of this.
And even if he does, he'll definitely have a grudge forever.
Right. I mean, that's how Megapone works. He hard hands, gets land out of you, and then doesn't care about your grudge. Will just turn his back to you, which is crazy. He gets coalition a lot. Or just backstabbed. Alright, so... Oh, the bot did send some camel riders. Or no, these are recruited here, since they don't have a leader.
Yep. Or routed. They can't be recruited. Oh, no, wait, they're any province.
Right.
I keep thinking they're only wastes, because they're camels.
Oh, he could have done a PD dump here. These are barbs. Oh, the fire. I don't know.
This is 10 PD.
Yeah.
Not enough.
I'm just thinking, no, if there was... It's a barb province, so if he did it like a hard PD dump...
Yeah, potentially.
But maybe not. The warrior champions do have the fiery ground.
They're really hard to hit.
Right.
They have, like, defense skill in the 20s.
It might be a lot of wasted gold instead. Alright, so we have... Whoops. Well, we know what happened there. That's just a god-killing shit. Another Yis expansion.
Finally not bringing the naked troops that just hold him back.
Yep.
Like, now he's just consistently expanding the right way.
Yeah, I think if he had magic skills and he had some buffs, like displaced body, quickness, if he had these buffs, he could actually send like 1 or 2 thugs by themselves out and clear a lot of shit.
In the water against anything that doesn't have a net, he can still do that.
Right, I mean in the water you also have like ice shield and water shield as well.
Yeah.
And I think he has a lot of strength, so he has like +4, +5 strength in his blast, so he can break out of a net.
Yeah, it just,
Pretty much.
like, being netted for 1 turn can also still be dangerous.
Right.
It also has Blood Surge, so it's what... How much is that? 7 strength, effectively? Because he's always gonna have Blood Surge on, if it's a single thug.
I think Blood Surge is +3. We can see real quick.
Yeah, 3.
Yep. 3. That is crazy. That is crazy.
It's a very cost-efficient blast.
Right. Very common. Alright, let's check out what Yis is up to. Yis expand with its god again. Not Yis, Naba. Recruiting an extreme amount of camel riders everywhere. Generally a good play, something Naba loves doing, since they regularly get just free expendable troops from that. That don't HP route because they're summons. As in they don't contribute to an HP route of the army.
Yeah, they're very convenient to have.
Right, and that being said, you should probably save some gold for a fort so you get some infrastructure down. Solidify and snowball your lead.
Yeah, like, I guess he has another waste now to build a lab in, but... No, he has 2 more wastes actually that he could build a lab in, but that's still not enough, like, throughput of money.
These thugs are pretty hard to deal with. It's pretty much your god.
Yeah, Naba doesn't really have anything else right now, I think. But, like, if you're East in this situation, then you're still really worried about that god, because it will kill your thug.
I don't think he's recruiting any Malika yet, but these are flyers. They could... I think...
It is absolutely insane if he's not recruiting them.
They are very expensive.
He's rich, he has a lot of land.
But yeah,
I think he already has them. They're glamored.
Oh, right, they are. Well, we're able to see the knights despite them being glamored champions.
That is true.
Spies see glamour or something?
Yeah, I guess it's that we have the spies and
Spirits.
Morgan are not stealthy. They're only glamored. But yeah, other than that, I don't know, man. Insane if he doesn't have Malekith yet.
Yeah, I think. I'm thinking of how I'd use Malika to kill the thugs, because I'm not sure if a geared Malika could really take one of these guys reliably.
It'd be risky for sure.
They do have air magic, but these units have shock resistance. Pretty much all the resistances. So I was thinking like lightning strike spam maybe.
Aren't they shock resistant?
Yeah, but lightning it's like 10 or 15 armor negate damage, right? So it'd still do 5.
They also have air magic, so they can just like resist themselves, like paint it on themselves.
Who has air magic?
Morgan do, don't they?
No, I don't think they do. I think they just have water and glamour.
Oh yeah, they do. It's the princesses that have air, and he is recruiting champions.
Yeah, I think the princesses have less strength, don't
But they don't have air either. Don't they have something that has... Did princesses get nerfed
I don't think they have air.
in Dom 5 or something? Yeah, it looks like they don't have air. I was just completely off on that one.
Interesting if they had air in Dom 5. Alright, let's see. How many expansions does Nabah have? It looks like it's just the 2. Altogether, it seems like there's less battles this turn. Oh, there's evidently 3.
People are somewhat constrained in that they can't expand in every direction now.
Right. This is... Oh, so the third one was just the ping. So this was the expansion that wasn't with the god. Oh, this is the province he failed to expand.
And this time he's just running at them. But he has the Adex this time, so it'll work. Barely, though.
Yeah, the camel riders are dying in the droves.
Not that many of them died, actually. Well, many of them, but the absolute number of camel riders that died was quite small.
Yeah, there's quite a few that routed, so maybe some lot died there. Alright, so we saw Yis, we saw Nabah. Let's check out Kalem. Oh, this is a slaughter. Okay. Wait, he's casting Shadow Bolt or something? Let's
Looks
check.
like a fireball to me. No, there was no fire, so I guess he has Shadow Ball.
That's worse than just casting Breath. I think Breath is like, what, 5? Doesn't say the, I want to say Breath is, maybe it's 10, 5 fatigue per cost. Fatigue costs 9, there we go. Well, in any case, that reveals that he's going down Evocation. I think Shadow Bolt is Evocation 3, right?
I think so, yeah.
Which may mean he's going for like Thunder Strike, Lightning Strike spam, which is nice because he has Nid and he has Pythium as neighbors. So Lightning Strike, Thunder Strike, good against humans, and he has human neighbors. Same thing. Lances on rear, infantry on closest. And then one more. Three formations this time. I don't think it matters, it's too small.
Yeah, this is just pretty easy province.
Alright, seems like 3 successful expansions. Calum, they might have pulled ahead of Nabaa because of the Yis attack, yeah.
Just the underwater spoiler effect.
Yeah, so yeah, Calum's big boon is that they did not spawn next to Yis. Also, yeah, Calum is looking absolutely fucking enormous.
Yeah, if anyone has good scouting next to them, they would be collisioning them. Like, Calum is like the size of 3 of the weaker players.
Right, Calum is huge, and with its troops, it's not as capable of its defending itself. So I think it's a good coalition target right now. And also, it scales well. They have, like, incredible researchers. Where are they? 65 gold ice crafters.
Yep, they are very good.
I don't love... They're good researchers, but these paths aren't, like, really suited for doom stacking, right? So I really like it. Like, for example, the slave mage that Relay gets. I really like it when my researcher is also my workhorse mage.
Yeah, in Calum's case, that's very much not the case. Ice crafters are dog shit at anything that is not crafting coral blades or researching.
Yeah, when you have these workhorse mages that also do research, it makes your forts like way stronger. You're pretty much always guaranteed to have a mage core in your forts. So that's something to consider when fighting Calum. Let's see. So Calum does have these mammoth riders, which do have trample. Or wait. Okay, no, the mammoth is trample. It's on here. Protection 11. 64 HP, trample, very low morale. They're hard to use because of the route, but put them on the side, attack rear. I think they're good against human troops.
They are.
So I'm curious if he'll run those at all. I think it's worth getting, 10 of them, 5 to 10, just setting them on attack rear. Potentially destroy a mage core doing that as well.
Yeah, mammoths do have that use case against humans. And he's mostly bordered by humans.
Yep, in all humans. Marignon in...
Other than Nabaa.
Yeah, other
than... Nabaa has giants.
Yeah, but Nabaa is preoccupied currently.
That they are.
Let's see. So 3 successful expansions, no warring yet. If I was Calum, I'd be looking at Pythium. Marignon's small and weak, but it's also an awkward border with them. Pythium land is it's easier to hold once you take it because of the way it's like directly above the majority of your provinces.
What do you mean, like with the mountain setup?
I mean, I feel like you neighbor... So, like, if he takes all these Pythian provinces, he still neighbors Nid, he still neighbors Nabaa. If he takes all these Marignon provinces, suddenly he neighbors Uruk, and...
Oh, yeah, I understand.
He has to move diagonally over... It's, like, harder to hold all of this if he does take it. I generally don't like taking wars on diagonals because of this reason.
That's a fair take, yeah. You do not want to border too many people.
Yeah. I think I'd go for Pythium if I was... He could also just settle down, try to make some allies, and prevent a coalition from happening. That is an option. But he seems pretty bloodthirsty, so... Alright. So, now we have... Let's check out Marignon and Pythium real quick. So he's just gone into basic Knight expansion with some crossbowmen.
Finally. We like Crystal Tribe. They're very easy to kill because the unicorns are unarmored and the mages are quite good. Not so much for Marignon because they have these pets anyway.
He does get...
He doesn't get anything.
He could get the indies from this though, right? The crystal
Yeah,
priestesses.
but they have air. Astral air. He has those things.
Does he have air?
I believe so. It could be confusing with his angels, but I think his big mages have air.
Okay, yeah, he does get an air random and an earth random. So yeah, I guess he already has all that. It is a guaranteed air rather than air random, but... So just one expansion from Pythium and Marignon again. Are we gonna see the legendary box formation? Center.
And he's not being punished for his box formation either. He's getting away with it.
The thing is, he's not really getting away with it because he's sending a lot more troops than he needs to.
Yeah, well, he could be sending fewer troops, still in the box formation, and still win because Emerald Guards are that good.
Right. It seems like he did split up the Emerald Guards and the Legionnaires. So he has 2 expansion parties on turn 9. Hopefully he can get some land from this. Alright. So they're still bottom of the pack, right? Marignon, Pythium. Ooh, Agartha's down here too now because they just...
Did Agartha even expand this turn?
I feel like they didn't. They didn't have an option to, really.
They did. It's about the middle.
Right. Smother Dart. Was this a fail? Uh-oh.
This is the dog province, isn't it?
Yeah, this is Sinos. This...
That's dicey.
Yeah. This is a hodgepodge of troops.
This is whatever he could get his hands on.
It's looking good. Oh, wow.
Yeah, big route of support units.
If he loses his god here, that would be awful.
That would be such a disaster.
Oh,
And
no.
his god does not seem to be routing, so...
Wait. Oh.
Unmitigated disaster for Agartha. Oh no. He did not respect the dogs.
Oh.
So now Agartha's awake god is dead, and they have the worst expansion in the game.
Well, they're tied for worst expansion. Oh my god.
Yeah, but Marignon has an imprisoned god. And so being on par with someone with an imprisoned god when your own god just has died is awful.
Well, yeah, he really dropped the ball here. I think if he didn't have the wet ones in the battle, he probably would have been fine. Yeah, I think the Shard Guard could have pulled it out. But the wet ones just contribute so much. They have high HP, 18 HP each.
Yeah, Yeah, wet ones are growth. You should not be eyeing them.
Right. I believe like their only use case is sieging because they have a siege bonus and they're size 4. And they're cheap. But yeah. Wow. Ouch. 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 He's still a Gartha, so, and no one saw that, most likely. No one has probably sent scouts under here.
Yeah, Agartha is a very forgiving nation to play.
Alright. So, yes. Let's check out Ind.
Light Hills is when you fail on before, I think. Oh, but this is going to keep taking no problem.
Yeah, this will probably be a start.
It's easy to disrespect Force Drive when you have shields.
And, you know, 20 HP because I'm dying.
And don't hit for pitiful amounts of damage.
True. Let's see.
Because the last thing was Spearman, and they do 13 damage.
Yep. Lost 1 Baculite. Not really a big deal.
Which is only because the Baculites don't have shields. He really shouldn't even have brought them there. It was predictable that they would die.
He could have sent them... He brought a lot of mages, holy crap.
I guess for Body Ethereal to ward against arrows, I don't think he needed that.
I mean, he didn't...
They also used them on themselves, and not the troops.
Yeah, he didn't...
Greedy fucking mages.
He didn't have the troops set to hold an attack, they just attacked right away.
Yeah, so the mages are a complete waste. He painted Body Ethereal in like 1 unit.
He might be planning to split these up and have Body Ethereal on multiple parties.
That is possible, yeah. That would be an explanation. That
Yeah.
also would justify bringing the Baculites. Although I would have held the Baculites in the back on hold and attack to keep them from the arrows.
If I guess, he's gonna send 2 mages here, 2 mages here, and have like 20 sacreds with each, and then just have those expansion parties.
Yeah, that's probably what he's gonna do.
That's pretty reliable. We have the Elephant Corpse coming up. Nid still buying mercs.
Nid is just buying the dregs of the Merc pool, while Ind gets the good ones.
Let's see, I think there was another expansion by... Was that the Ind's only expansion? No, there was another, it looks like. Oh yeah, arrows destroyed these levels. Alright, I look pretty clean. Lost 1 raider. Touches Megapone, so now you're gonna have to Diplo. You definitely want to nap with Yes.
It's just hard to do that because the person piloting is just so psychopathic.
Right. He's currently warring, so he might actually be up for napping.
He has no reason to, because nobody can actually attack him. Like, he has 1 province there that he can easily contest with just 1 thug.
Right. He could just demand provinces out of everyone who wants a nap. Which is something he could be prone to doing. Alright, so... Ind expansion is looking like it might be promising. He is starting to get boxed in by Kalem and Uruk. If he could sneak over here and take a bunch of these Agartha probs, he could end up being big.
Who is?
Ind.
Yeah. Well, anyone who gets there, really.
Right, but Nabaa, Agartha just lost its god. Nabaa's kind of
Yeah,
distracted.
and is definitely in the best position too.
Right. As long as he doesn't get in a war. Which it's totally, Megapone might literally just send this thug over to attack in. It's possible.
That sounds like something Megapone would do.
Alright, so we saw Marignon, we saw Pythium. Let's check out Nid. Oh, these are the two leaders.
I feel like Nid wins this one. Wait, let's play that back again. Did some of Nid's units rout? Pathetic if so.
I don't think so, no.
No, they didn't run off the field at least, but I think they started routing.
Do these guys have like a fear aura? How do they rout?
Oh no, it was movement in the other direction that I saw. Nobody routed.
Alright, Arena and Canyon. Not a bad province. Okay, actually a pretty good province.
Really good one, actually. Yeah, 21,000 population and an arena and a canyon of sand is pretty good.
That's weird, because there's not a river here or anything. It's just a normal plains province.
It's a big province, presumably. Can you click the population
It
there?
has 200 gold and has 10 unrest.
Click the population and you can see whether it's a big province. It seems like it's just a big province. Yeah, it's a large province.
Yeah.
That's why it's like that.
Alright, I think Nid had another expansion. Doesn't look like it. Nope, I don't see anything. They bid Mercs here. Are there Nid Bethed coming out yet? Where are they going? They're just in the cap still.
The lack of usage of sacreds in this game is crazy to me. That we have a Hellblessed Nid who isn't using his Nid Bathed. We have a Marignon who took a lot of time to start using any Knights of the Chalice, and we have an Ys who is not using Knights.
Yeah, it is
insane.
It is kind of crazy.
The only thing missing is an Ind who doesn't recruit at all.
Yep. I mean, he's recruiting every sacred he can.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, that like if Ind weren't recruiting sacreds, he just wouldn't be recruiting.
Yep. So Pan did not expand this turn.
And in fact, the Indies tried to expand into him.
Yeah.
I do wonder what he's doing, because like with the larger centaurs, he has fantastic map move. He probably could, well, I guess maybe it's snowy, so he can't really get that far. I was thinking he could just walk 2 provinces from his cap and attack something, but even, like, what's that in his cap circle? Is that so hard? Bleakdale? Or Blackdale? I can't really read the name.
It is heavy infantry, militia, archer. It's not...
Yeah, he could take that. And it's in his dominion, so he knows it's a decent income province.
Also, he has 9 dominion?
With only larger in his bless, right?
What's the hotkey for seeing a province's history again?
I.
Makes sense.
Great Fertility Festival might make Dominion.
I mean, he likes white centaurs. He's been recruiting a lot of them.
Cool.
But, yeah, it's not looking great. I don't think... Swan will probably want a more Marignon. Nabaa is fighting Ys. Ind. he hasn't touched in yet. It doesn't look like he's going to get attacked by anyone, but he is in a weak position.
Yeah, once people get scouting, like the weaker ones here are going to get picked off very quick, I think.
I think he is in a position, so it looks like he's not going to be a war target, just because everyone else is preoccupied.
Yeah. Swan is probably more concerned about defending himself once he casts Wrath of God.
So, I think he's actually in a pretty good position for an elf to just join in on a war.
That's true, that he could just do that. It would be a hilarious timeline if Naba is kept busy by East and then just gets elfed by Pangaea.
Right. That's what I was thinking. I think I'd lean towards elfing Naba, but he has better...
Yeah, they have a lot of provinces, so that's like the biggest surface area you can elf.
Right, and Naba's units are easier to elf. Like, the Camel Riders won't be a big threat.
Yeah, not for Centaurs. Yeah, like, I would love to see that happen. I don't think it will, but it will be both possible and absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, he does have bad borders with Swan, but elfing Iron Warriors, it's hard. Those
I mean, you're not going to be elfing Iron Warriors. Like, in the big elf move, you're not going to see Iron Warriors. You would just have to fight them after.
Right.
Whereas for Naba, you have to fight the Malekith after, which is also kind of hard.
I mean, the Lances don't make the Malekith.
And, you know, you have his god.
Oh yeah, the god is a big issue.
That guy is a Chad.
Yeah, that guy is terrifying. And the attack density will matter a lot when fighting him.
Yeah. He even took some Unsurroundable in his blast, didn't he? Or was that someone else? It might have been East.
I will say, Neojax, I'm not sure if he has the personality of an elf, despite playing an elf nation. He's like a very...
No, I think he is possibly too nice to elf someone.
Right, he's too nice. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have that dog. That absolute rabid animal. I can pretend to be someone's friend while sneaking like 10 centaurs into each one of their provs. So, from what I've seen in Neo, he kind of just exists on the map, and if you attack him, he goes into a frenzy kind of thing.
I've only ever seen him exist on the map.
Well, I've attacked him, and he kind of frenzied on me, but...
I see.
It wasn't... It ended up good for me. Just because Scalaria doesn't care about elves, really. I can just have 500 skeletons on each prov. I can just have fun. Alright, let's see. There's a timeline there. I don't think he feels the pressure he should when he's behind to, like, get ahead. Okay.
But maybe our players will learn something from the commentary on this game.
Yeah, that's a big hope here.
Because there is a lot of suboptimal play happening here, and a lot of the players are making the same mistakes. So I do hope to see some elevated play in future games.
Let's see. I think we covered everything, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. You can look at charts real quick. Uruk, of course, with the Wake Researcher, Inspiring Researcher. In spiking, probably an event.
Yeah, huge gem event it looks like.
Let me check In's sites. You find a bunch of sites recently? Oh, he's starting to build crap tons of temples for more sacred recruits. So, In pretty much the only one building lots of infrastructure right now. But I don't
even
know.
then, it's only temples.
Surely Calum, with its size, is building a fort somewhere.
Calum should honestly be building like 3 forts at this time.
Oh, there is a fort here.
Yeah, that's 1. Can we see a second?
2, second fort here.
Finally, yeah, there we go. Can we see a 3rd? Maybe up in the Pythian border, there's a commander there. And a scout in another province.
He might have been recruited this turn. The fort will be coming up.
Yeah, what about the one with the scout in it? Probably also recruited this turn.
Nope. Oh, no.
I think he will.
Yeah, it looks like he's
together.
preparing to build more. And I think this would be the place to build it because he has a fort going up here.
Yeah, like it's a little late, but it's fine as long as he uses his resources.
Right. So, Calum is looking to get the lead on infrastructure in the game.
Which he easily can with his money. Okay. Did we see the income graph?
Calum leading.
By a lot.
Yep.
Napa getting stalled because of annoying fishes.
Yep. Which I think he can Diplo out of, but will probably refuse to.
Yeah, he can, but will he?
Yeah, army size in the Ba with tons of camel riders, foregoing infrastructure for camel riders.
That infrastructure would come in handy fighting east, but I guess the fighting started so early, you might not even have a time to put up a fort even if you wanted to.
Right. Well, I think that wraps up the turn. I'll see you in turn 9.
Just about. Wasn't this turn 9?
Oh, I'll see you in turn 10.
That you will.